Yo, what's good NFL fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom, the hub of all the latest NFL news and content. In this video, we're going to give you guys our 4th edition of our NFL first round mock draft. This is our first one after all the trades went down last week, with the Miami Dolphins trading down to 12 and then trading back up to 6. The 49ers now have the 3rd overall pick, and the Philadelphia Eagles have the 12th overall pick. So there's a lot of trades that happened, so we're going to give you guys our first edition after that trade. And if you guys are new to Touchdown Kingdom, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. Stay tuned for more NFL content leading all the way up until the draft, because we have a lot in store. With that being said, let's jump right into our 4.0 NFL mock draft. With the first pick, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars selecting Trevor Lawrence, quarterback out of Clemson. No surprises here, Trevor Lawrence is all but a lock to become a Jaguar with the 1st overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. With the second pick, we have the New York Jets selecting Zach Wilson, quarterback BYU. The Jets have a huge decision to make that will alter their franchise in one way or another. If they do end up sticking with the 2nd overall pick and going with a quarterback, we expect it to be Zach Wilson. With the 3rd pick, we have the San Francisco 49ers selecting Justin Fields, quarterback Ohio State. The 49ers were aggressive and traded all the way up to the 3rd pick to select their new quarterback of the future. I think the pick will be Justin Fields, even though I can definitely see Kyle Shanahan falling in love with either Trey Lance or even Mac Jones. I predict Justin Fields is the next franchise quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers and just think it's a match made in heaven. With the 4th pick, we have the Atlanta Falcons selecting Kyle Pitts, tight end, Florida. The Falcons have a tough decision to make on whether they want to get their quarterback of the future or draft a generational weapon for Matt Ryan in his last years. We have them adding Kyle Pitts to their already stacked offense with Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley, and new head coach Arthur Smith will have a lot of fun with this Atlanta offense. With the 5th pick, we have the Cincinnati Bengals selecting Ja'Marr Chase, wide receiver LSU. The Bengals are looking to add weapons around their promising young quarterback Joe Burrow. Ja'Marr Chase would be a perfect fit for them. With the 6th pick, we have the Miami Dolphins selecting Devonta Smith, wide receiver Alabama. The Dolphins were active with their picks, trading them all over the place. They now have the 6th overall pick, and I believe they want an elite playmaker for Tua. Devonta Smith will be a perfect fit in Miami, as Devonta Smith and Tua were both college teammates. Devonta Smith will be their true number 1 receiver of the future. With the 7th pick, we have the Detroit Lions selecting Micah Parsons, linebacker, Penn State. The Lions haven't added any top-tier free agents so far this offseason, but they can easily snag the best linebacker in the draft by taking Parsons here at the 7th overall pick. With the 8th pick, we have the Carolina Panthers selecting Trey Lance, quarterback, North Dakota State. The Panthers feel as if they're a quarterback away from being a great football team, and I think they'll take the chance on the big-bodied, versatile quarterback that is Trey Lance, who I think has a ton of potential here in the NFL. With the 9th pick, we have the Denver Broncos selecting Caleb Farley, cornerback, Virginia Tech. After making moves to bolster their secondary in free agency, the Broncos will continue the trend and take Caleb Farley. That is if they do not want to move up and take a swing at one of these quarterbacks. With the 10th pick, we have the Dallas Cowboys selecting Patrick Surtain II, cornerback, Alabama. The Cowboys secondary has struggled as of late, and adding a player like Surtain just makes way too much sense for the Dallas Cowboys, especially with newly defensive coordinator Dan Quinn in the building. With the 11th pick, we have the New York Giants selecting Penei Sewell, offensive tackle, Oregon. Sewell falls to number 11, and the Giants are extremely happy. They have all the weapons they need around Daniel Jones and are now getting Sewell, and pairing him up with Andrew Thomas feels like a smart move for New York to build through the trenches. With the 12th pick, we have the Philadelphia Eagles selecting Jaylen Waddle, wide receiver, Alabama. The Eagles decided to trade down and build for their future by acquiring a future 1st-round pick next season. Jaylen Waddle will be a perfect fit in Philadelphia as they are desperately in need of playmakers at the wide receiver position. With the 13th pick, we have the Los Angeles Chargers selecting Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle, Northwestern. Protecting Justin Herbert is the Chargers' number 1 priority, and Rashawn Slater looks like a versatile, explosive player to add to the Los Angeles offensive line. With the 14th pick, we have the Minnesota Vikings selecting Kwity Paye, edge rusher, Michigan. The Vikings will add another edge piece to play on the opposite side of Daniel Hunter. They have lacked a pass rush for a while and will use the pick to bolster their defensive front. With the 15th pick, we have the New England Patriots selecting Mac Jones, quarterback, Alabama. Bill Belichick witnessed Mac Jones' pro day live and is looking for their new franchise quarterback. Mac Jones fits the culture in New England, and I feel like it will be a great fit for both Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots and Mac Jones. With the 16th pick, we have the Arizona Cardinals selecting Jaycee Horn, cornerback, South Carolina. The Cardinals will look to add to their secondary by selecting Jaycee Horn, who recently had a great pro day. This guy looks like the real deal, and the Arizona Cardinals will definitely like to take him at 16. With the 17th pick, we have the Las Vegas Raiders selecting Christian Barmore, defensive tackle, Alabama. The Raiders will look to bolster their defensive front by selecting Christian Barmore, a very versatile defensive tackle that has a ton of upside and we think will be dominant in the NFL. With the 18th pick, we have the Miami Dolphins selecting Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle, Virginia Tech. The Dolphins are prioritizing building around Tua in the first round. Drafting Devonta Smith and now Christian Darrisaw gives them the protection and playmakers he needs in order to be successful in the NFL. With the 19th pick, we have the Washington football team selecting Teven Jenkins, offensive tackle, Oklahoma State. Will Fitzpatrick be the guy in 2021 for the Washington football team? Regardless of who ends up starting, I think that they need to invest their first round pick in protecting the quarterback. With the 20th pick, we have the Chicago Bears selecting Dillon Radunz, offensive tackle, North Dakota State. Similarly to the Washington football team, the Bears have a new quarterback, but is Andy Dalton the long-term answer? I cannot picture the Bears trading up in this draft, so instead they'll invest the pick into trying to keep Dalton on his feet instead of on the turf. With the 21st pick, we have the Indianapolis Colts selecting Gregory Rousseau, edge rusher, Miami. The Colts are probably looking to get an edge rusher with their first pick. I think that Gregory Rousseau makes plenty of sense for Indianapolis here at the 21st overall pick. With the 22nd pick, we have the Tennessee Titans selecting Azeez Ojulari, edge rusher, Georgia. Do the Titans want to double down on their edge rushers after spending big free agent money on Bud Dupree? I think that they do, and instantly turn their defensive front into one of the most dominant in the NFL. With the 23rd pick, we have the New York Jets selecting Elijah Vera-Tucker, guard, USC. The Jets desperately need interior offensive line help, and drafting Vera-Tucker here will secure one of those guard spots. Partnering up with Mekhi Becton on that left side of the offensive line will definitely be a really good decision for Joe Douglas and the New York Jets. With the 24th pick, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers selecting Alex Leatherwood, offensive lineman, Alabama. Offensive line is now a glaring need for the Pittsburgh Steelers after what has transpired so far in the offseason. I definitely expect them to bring in an offensive lineman here with their first round pick. With the 25th pick, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars selecting Trevon Moehrig, safety, TCU. The Jaguars have bolstered their secondary already this offseason by adding Shaquille Griffin. I think they will use their first round pick to add another dynamic playmaker to that young secondary. With the 26th pick, we have the Cleveland Browns selecting Jayson Oweh, edge rusher, Penn State. Putting someone formidable on the other side of Myles Garrett will turn Cleveland's defensive front into the nastiest in the NFL. With the 27th pick, we have the Baltimore Ravens selecting Kadarius Toney, wide receiver, Florida. It's no secret that the Ravens are in the market for more weapons for Lamar Jackson. After being in on talks with many receivers during free agency, they'll look to address this need in the first round of the draft. With the 28th pick, we have the New Orleans Saints selecting Asante Samuel Jr., cornerback, Florida State. The Saints are looking to pair someone on the other side of Marshawn Lattimore, and Asante Samuel Jr. would be a great fit at 28. With the 29th pick, we have the Green Bay Packers selecting Rondale Moore, wide receiver, Purdue. The Packers have a couple of different routes they can go with their first round pick. I think the most likely scenario is adding another receiver to play alongside Davante Adams and become a new target for Aaron Rodgers. With the 30th pick, we have the Buffalo Bills selecting Jaylen Mayfield, offensive lineman, Michigan. The Bills will look to bolster their offensive line, which has needed help on the interior for a while, to help protect Josh Allen and open holes for their running back. With the 31st pick, we have the Kansas City Chiefs selecting Nick Bolton, linebacker, Missouri. The Chiefs will look to add a tackling machine and a dynamic defender to their team by drafting Nick Bolton with the second to last pick in the first round. With the 32nd pick, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selecting Jaylen Phillips, edge rusher, Miami. The band is back together in Tampa Bay. Virtually everyone who helped them win a Super Bowl is back with the team for 2021. So what will they do? They'll add to their already scary defensive front by bringing in Jaylen Phillips, one of the draft's best edge rushers. That does it for Touchdown Kingdom's NFL Mock Draft 4.0. If you guys stayed until the end of the video, comment down below a crown emoji so we know you were here until the end. And also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and hit that thumbs up button as well if you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more NFL content here on Touchdown Kingdom. I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.